Okay, so hello guys, welcome back to the new video. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how to make this beautiful slider by using the official Elementor. Okay, so we're gonna make this type of slider. Okay, so I refresh this slider for you, and I'm gonna show you this from scratch. Okay, so you can see that the beautiful animation is coming, and this is looking very nice. Okay, so these are the arrows and it is perfectly working. If I go to the here, if I click here, it will go to the left, means the slider is changing. You can see that. Okay, so it is changing, and let's refresh it one more time and let's see the animations. Okay, so these are the animations, and these are the one and two slider. Because I have two slider, it is showing one and two. We are at the one, now we are at the two. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's start the video, and I'm going to show you how to make this type of slider, the advanced slider, from scratch by using the Elementor Flexbox container. Okay, so let's go to our dashboard, and I'm going to show you what are the themes I'm using. Okay, so here I'm using the Elementor Hello Elementor theme, which is the official Elementor theme. And let me show you the plugins. Plugins are the Elementor and the Elementor Pro. And if you want to make the slider more beautiful, more attractive, you can use the add-ons of the Elementor. Okay, so for making this, we have to go to the settings and we have to activate some features. Okay, so the features are: first, you have to activate the Elementor Flexbox container if it is not activated in your dashboard or the in the Elementor. Okay, so then activate the swiper library, and also you need to activate this nested elements. Okay, so so you have to activate the nested elements, then flexbox container and this swiper library. Okay, and then save it. Okay, so let's add a new page, and I'm gonna build this from scratch. Okay, so let me open this, and okay, so let's add a new page, and we're gonna make that slider in that page. Okay, so let me name that page slider, and in the template you have to go to the Elementor canvas, because we don't want the header and footer right now. We want the full canvas here. Okay, so this is done. So let's open this is with edit with Elementor, and I'm gonna keep it here. Okay, so for making this slider you need some images. You can go to the unsplash.com or the Pixabay for downloading good images with a good quality, uh, and they are also free. Okay, so this is open, and this is the Elementor. It is coming from here. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's start the video. So okay, so first we have to add a container here. Okay, so I'm going to name this container slider, and go to the container section, then go to the layout, and from here make it full. Okay, and also go to the advanced and remove the padding. Okay, so this is removed. Now we have to search for a widget here. Okay, so drag and drop this widget, and from here remove the slide once and slide two, because we only need the one slide at one time. Okay, so this is our slide. Okay, so now we have to go to the advanced and remove the padding here from also. Now go to this and add a two column layout. Okay, because we need the two column layout here. Okay, so these are the two column layout. Now go to the slide and also remove its padding, and also make it full width, so it will be completely the full width. Okay, so now we are getting some padding here also. So these are the container padding. We have to go to this container and make it, and remove its padding, and also go to this container and remove its padding. Okay, so now it is totally full width. So let's name this container left side, and I'm gonna name this right side. Okay, so this navigator is very useful if you want to know what thing is where. Okay, so let me add this image first. Okay, so for adding this image, we have to go to this and drag and drop this image here, image widget. Then from the media library, you can choose your image and upload it here. Okay, so I have already downloaded the images. So now go to this left side, and from here go to the styles, and I'm gonna use a font. No font. I'm gonna use same background color. Okay, so let's go here, and I'm gonna copy this color. Okay, Okay. So now we have to add this. Okay. So for adding this, we have to add this heading, and let's copy the text from here, and let's make it. Okay. So first, we have to go to this left side container in the layout. Make it justify content center, and align item center will make it center, but we don't want to add it in the center, so I'm gonna make it at start. And then here you can okay, so let's add this button. uh, okay, so drag and drop. Okay, so now you are seeing that it is totally mixed up with all of them. So what we have to do, we have to add some space. Okay, so these are the gaps of the flexbox property. Okay, so let's style it little bit, and I'm gonna use the same font. The font name is outfit, and let's increase its size. Okay, so this is done. So now what we have to do, we have to make the button like this. Okay, so for making the button we have to let's rename it shop now. And from here I am gonna choose the svg. You can also upload the svg from here. Okay, or you can choose it from the library. Okay, so let's choose this svg. Okay, and from here make it after, and go to the styles, and make the font poppins. Okay, so now we have to go to the background color, and remove it, and make it transparent, and make it black. No, I want to make it white. Okay, so now you can see that in our old we have this line below the shop now. Okay, so for adding this line, what we have to do, we have to go to this border and add a solid, and let's add a border of 1 pixel. Okay, so it is visible, but it has some border radius, I think. So we can go to this border radius and make it 0. Now you can see that the line is not properly, but here you can see that the line is proper. So for this we have to go to the padding and remove and make the padding 0, and only we have to add the padding in the bottom. Okay, so the padding is added, and you can see that it is looking like this. Let's increase the padding little bit and make it 13. Okay, so it is looking. So just we have to increase its fonts. So let's increase its fonts. Okay, so now it is totally in the left direction, but you can see that here we have some space. Okay, so for adding that space, what we have to do, you can also do here one more thing, because we have this text also. Okay, so okay, so leave it. Okay, so now let's add some padding in this text, or you can add the padding in this container too. Okay, so I'm gonna add the padding in the left side. Choose the left container, and from here increase some padding from the left side. Okay, so let's make 50. So let's make it 100. Okay, so this is looking like this. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to add this text, fashion design agency 2013. Okay, so for adding this I'm gonna choose the text editor and drag and drop this here, and we're gonna make this absolute. Okay, absolute is a css property. Okay, you should have some basic knowledge of css for using elementor, because all the settings are same. Fashion design agency 2023. Okay. Fashion design agency 2023. Okay, so now we have to go to the styles, and let's increase its font. Okay, so now we have to use it here, poppin fonts. Okay, so now we have to make this vertical align. Okay, so for making this vertical align, again we're gonna use the css property, which is the transform. Go to the transform, and from here we're gonna rotate it, so it will be rotated like this. Let's use this to proper rotate. Okay, so this is rotated. Now we have to shift to here. Okay, so for shifting it, I'm going to use the absolute property. Go to the position, go to the advanced, and from advanced go to the position, and from position choose the absolute. Okay, so it will be here. Now you can place it anywhere, wherever you want, inside this container only. Okay, so let's place here, and let's preview it. Okay, so let's place it little bit below. Let's preview it. Okay, so sometime, okay, let's preview. Okay, so now it is almost. Now we have to go to the style, and choose this. Choose this text editor. Go to the styles, and we're gonna play with some line letter spacing. Okay, increase it like this and increase some word spacing. Let's go here. Okay, so let's make it. Okay, so almost it is looking good. Okay, so let's little bit below. Okay, so in this way you can place it here. So let's increase some padding in the left side more. So let's do it 30. Okay, so it is looking, I think, good. Okay, so you can play with the properties, margin, and okay. I don't want to make the video long, so that's why I think it is looking good. Let's increase this bit here, and I'm going to increase the font size. Let's make it 65. Okay, so it is looking very good, I think. Almost same. I think the font is little bit bigger here, so let's make the font 70 here. Let's see. Okay, so this is looking perfect. And if you want to add some animations here also in the button, you can go to you can choose the button and go to the styles, and from here go to the hover, and you can add some text color to it, like little bit blackish color on the hover, so it will like this. Okay. Okay, so and for the animation you can go here, and you can add so many animations here. So I want to add a simple animation, so I'm going to use the bob effect. Okay, so it will be like this. Okay, so this is already, so let's update it, and let's open this in a new page, and let's view it once. Okay, so you can see that our slider is almost half done and half not. Okay, so what next? Next part we have to make this navigation arrows. Okay, so for, okay, so let me do one thing. We're gonna add this type of background. So this, so right now you can see that I have this type of background. So for adding this type of background, go to the left side, go to the styles, and from here you can see that we have a background overlay property. From here go to the classic, and from here you can choose an image. Okay, so let's choose this image. Okay, so go to the position, make it center, and in the display size make it cover. Okay, so let's view it. Okay, so you can see that it is almost looking exact same. Okay, so in this way you can place any type of uh, layers and all. Okay, so let's update it. So now we have to make this arrows and this. Okay, so for making this, what we have to do, so you can see that right now we have this arrows here, and but we don't have the arrows here. Okay, so for adding those arrow here, you have to go to this slider, or you can go to this carousel, the main carousel, and from here go to the content, and from here choose the first slide on display, and slides on scroll, choose the one, and choose your equal height. Okay, so all the slider will be in the equal height automatically. Now go to the settings, and from here make it 3, and you can play with this setting. I don't want to pause on interaction. Okay, so now go to the navigation, and these are the arrows. These are the arrows option, next arrow and the previous arrow. Okay, so right now you can see that these are at the top, because the horizontal position is in the left start, so we're going to make this center, and the vertical position is in the center, so I'm going to put it at the end, so it will be in the end. And for the same, and for the second arrow also, I'm going to do this center and end. Okay, so let me see the timer. Wait guys. Okay, so 50. Okay, sorry for this. Okay. Okay, so these are arrows here. Now what we have to do, we have to position is in the horizontal direction. Okay, so for okay, so you can play with this horizontal direction, so it will be positioned here and there. Okay, so let's do make it 80, and for the next arrow also, I'm gonna put it -80. Okay, how to make this? Let drag and drop here. Okay, so I'm gonna put it 80. Let's make it -60, and also for the top one, I'm gonna give it -60. Okay, so now just we have to change the icons of the arrow. So for changing the arrow, you can and for getting the arrows, you can also go to the SVG repo, where you will find so many arrows. Like here, if I search for arrow, you can see that so many arrows are coming. Okay, so you can get the arrows from here also, and also in the Elementor you have the arrows icon library, so you can choose from here also. So I have already have the arrows from here, the from the SVG repo, so I am going to use those arrow only. So in the previous section we have to go to this upload SVG, and I'm going to choose the upper side arrow first. Okay, so upper side arrow. Okay, and for the next arrow I'm going to choose the lower side. Okay, so let's choose the whitish color. Okay, so let's for this also I'm going to choose this color. Okay, so you can see that our arrows are coming, but they are small in size. For making those bigger, we have to go to the styles, and from here go to the navigation, and from here increase the size. Okay, so these are increased, so it is looking like this. So I think we have to make this arrow little bit smaller. So let's make it 85, and I'm gonna increase its position from below. So from below uh, for the first arrow from the below for the vertical position, let's make it 20. Okay, then in the minus direction, let's make it 10. I think the 10 is looking good. And for the same of the second arrow, I'm gonna make it 10 also. Okay, so you can see that our arrows are working fine, are ready. So now we have to add this. Okay, so our arrows are ready. Okay, so now we have to make this. What we have to make this? We have to make this one and two. Okay, so for making this, what we have to do? We have to go to this carousel, and from here go to the content, and from here go to the pagination option. And in the pagination, you can choose the dot fraction as progress. So I'm going to choose the dots, but right now it is not showing because we have only added one slide. Okay, so for showing the dots, we have to add the two slides. Okay, so let's go to the slides, and I'm going to duplicate it from here. Okay, so let's okay, so after adding one more slide, you can see that our second the arrows are and the arrows and the dots are visible here. Okay, so now just we have to style it like this. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to go to the content. Okay, so we have to go to the carousel, from then go to the content, and from here go to the pagination, and we're going to choose the fraction. Okay, the fraction one. Okay, so let's choose the dots, and first style it, go to the pagination, and here let's first increase its size. Okay, so and here you can see that there is option for the custom position, so let's activate it. Okay, so now we're gonna make it to the center or to the end, and for the horizontal we're gonna make it here. Okay, and for the vertical position let's place it here, and for the horizontal position let's add it here. So you can see that our dots are here inside this. Okay, so now let's make it white, and let's go to the content, and go to the pagination, and from here choose the fraction. Okay, Okay, so I think after choosing fraction, we have to style it again. Okay, so let's go to the pagination again, and okay, so here we have our fraction. So let's make it here. Okay, so let's make it like this, and for the upper side, okay, make it. So now we have to go to the styles, and from here increase the typography of this. So let's choose it, make it poppins first, make it poppins, and now we have to increase its little bit weight. If you want to increase, I don't want to increase. Okay, so this size is a little bit bigger, so let's make it 23, I think. Okay, so 22 or 20 is looking good. So I'm gonna use it outfit font. Okay, so this is looking like this. So let's preview it. Okay, so you can see that it is looking like this. Okay, so I'm gonna put this font little bit below. So okay, so this is looking good. Let's place it at the 270. Okay, okay. So let's increase its size little bit more. Go to the carousel, go to the content, go to the styles, go to the pagination one, and from here increase its font size a little bit. 23. Okay, so this is done. If I click here, it will move to the next slide. Okay, so now just what we have to do, we have to go to the second slide, and we have to change the content. Let's go to, let's here, and let's change the image. Let's choose this image. Okay, and you can change the content here from the shop. Now you can go here, uh, read more, whatever you want. Okay, and you can place here the link. It will go to, to that link. I hope you know the basics of the Elementor. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to change the color of this second one. Okay, so just we have to go to the slide 2. Let's go to the second slide, and from here choose the this section. Go to the styles, go to the background overlay, and from here I'm going to choose a different image for this. So let's choose this image this time. Okay, so let's choose a different image. I think this will be good. Okay, and you can also play with its opacity. Okay. If you want to make it a little bit dark, you can do that. Okay, so let's update it. Okay, so let's refresh our slider one more time. Okay, so you can see that I have the first slider, and this is the second slider. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to add some animations to it. Okay, so for adding the animations, what we have to do, let's go to the first slider. I am only adding the animation in the first slider, and you can play with that. Okay, so let me go to this text one, and from go to the advanced, and from here go to the motion effect, and from the motion effect you have to add the entrance animation. So I'm going to add it here, slide in down, and you can add the here the 200 milliseconds and all. Okay, so it will play after the 200 milliseconds. Okay, so this is all about. Now we have to add the animation, the shop now button. So let's go to the advanced, and from here go to the motion effect, and from here I'm gonna add it here, zoom in, and we're gonna place it in the 500 milliseconds. So it will come after the 500 milliseconds. Now we have to add this text. Go to the advanced by choosing that, and from go to the motion effect, and from here add the entrance animation, rotate it. So it will come here in the this way. So I'm gonna put it in 700. Okay, so now we have to add the animation in this. Choose the image, then go to the advanced, and from here go to the motion effect, and from here choose the sliding down for this. So it will like this. Okay, so let's update. Let's refresh it one more time. Okay, so you can see that the animations are properly working. So let's refresh it one more time. Okay, so this is properly working. So right now you can see that when I refresh it, the white screen is coming, but I don't want that white screen. Okay, so for this, we can go to the this slide option, and from here go to the styles, and from here choose the color. Okay, so I'm gonna choose this color. Yes, go to the slides, and from here choose this. Submit and see if it is working or not. Okay, so let's go here and we're gonna slide it here. Okay, so this is not working. I think we have to add that color to this right side. Go to the styles and I'm gonna give this. Okay, so you can play with this. It is a basic. It is a basic thing. Or if you are liking the white, you can keep the white also. Okay, so let's see if it is working or not. Okay, so it is white. Okay, so in this way you can make this slider, and you can also add this animation. So let's refresh it one more time. Okay, so this is properly working. Okay, so if you like such type of video, please like and subscribe our channel, and please support our channel, and share these videos with your friends, and please subscribe to our channel. Okay, so I'm gonna see you next time.